This is the Apple Watch Series 7 45mm stainless steel in graphite with the magnetic millimeter loop, GPS plus cellular. I gotta say it up front, yes, this is beautiful and impressive, but it depends what model your existing Apple Watch is for this to be a worthy upgrade for you. Following Apple's true environment pledge, there isn't any satisfying plastic packaging that needs peeling. Instead, we have these paper lock that needs popping or flicking. For the case size, there is a 41mm option, and as mentioned, what I have right here is the 45mm. I would personally say that the 45mm size is unisex because I do like big watches, and of course there is Apple's recommendation to choose depending on the size of your wrist. The weight also varies depending on the size and material, as this is the stainless steel. This is about 45.1 grams. It feels a bit substantial, but is definitely very comfortable to wear. This Apple Watch Series 7 features the all-new S7 processor. I've had a few Apple Watches in the past, and to be honest with you, starting with the Series 1, it's all very reliable and quick for what you would need your watch for. The latest operating system is watchOS 8, which has loads of new health features, and I have made a video about it, so I will link it down below for later if you're interested. This is water resistant to 50 meters, so you can track your workout or practice whether you are in an open water or in the pool. The crown is also slightly bigger on the Series 7, and if you look closely, you will see this red bit, which means that the Apple Watch is cellular. There is no doubt that the Apple Watch Series 7 only have minor upgrades compared to the Apple Watch Series 6. The 20% bigger display is definitely one of the subtle changes. Because of the bigger display, there is also a minor change in design. The buttons now appear larger, so if you're going to use the calculator, then it will be a bit more comfortable, especially if you have larger fingers. A QWERTY keyboard is also now available, and with a quick path feature, which is also available in iPhones, you can easily swipe through the letters and machine learning will predict what you are typing. This is a feature that is really reliable both in the iPhones and of course in the Apple Watch. And of course you still have the classic scribble with a slightly bigger display, which makes it more comfortable to use. So if you have any app that you love using the most, then that would obviously be slightly larger because of the slightly bigger display. And if you're into photographs and you love making your loved ones or maybe your fur babies as your watch face, the portrait photos does look very beautiful in this larger screen. All in all, I would say that the colors looks a lot better and brighter on the Series 7, and the display is just really gorgeous. My least favorite thing about the Apple Watch is the battery life, considering how long the battery of some smartwatches lasts. So any improvements with the battery life or charging is definitely a good thing. The Apple Watch Series 7 now features a faster charging, 33% to be exact, compared to the Series 6. The Series 5 Apple Watch charger is USB versus the Series 7's USB-C. And about 35 minutes of charge time will give you about 50% of battery life. You can still use the previous model charger to the new Series 7, but obviously it will charge slower. Coming from the Apple Watch Series 5, where I would say for the past 2 years, a single full charge would normally last me on average about 20 to 24 hours. So far, after using this Series 7 for the past few days, I would say that the battery do last a bit longer. Definitely over 24 hours, which I think is important for maximizing the sleep tracking feature of the Apple Watch. Sleep is so important for your physical and mental health, and considering how busy and demanding our lives are these days, it's so easy to lose track. So the fact that you wouldn't have to think about making sure your watch is charged for the evening is definitely handy. I think the slightly improved battery life and fast charging is particularly helpful for athletes or bodybuilders, as tracking your workout definitely drains your battery a lot quicker, so it's beneficial for your training sessions. Health feature is one of the key reasons why I think Apple Watches are amazing. As cliche as it may sound, prevention is better than cure, and there are loads of health features that the Apple Watch Series 7 boasts. Now, there isn't any new health feature that the Series 7 can do that the Series 6 can't, so bear that that in mind when deciding whether or not you'd need an upgrade. The Apple Watch Series 7 can perform ECG, and this feature is available to Series 4 and later models. ECG, or electrocardiogram, is basically the electrical activity and rhythm of your heart. The Apple Watch's ECG is not as thorough as your traditional ECG, and is also limited with what it can detect. If you do a reading, it clearly says that the Apple Watch doesn't check for heart attacks. The sinus rhythm is the normal rhythm of your heart, and for an average adult, the normal heart rate is 60 to 100 beats per minute. Atrial fibrillation is an abnormally fast and irregular heart rate. I think this feature is handy to have, especially if you have a pre-existing medical condition. Of course, the ECG feature will never replace the consultation and assessment of your doctors and nurses when feeling unwell. Always contact your doctor. Heart rate can be checked either on its own or alongside ECG. Blood oxygen, or oxygen saturation, is also another health feature that both the Apple Watch Series 6 and Series 7 have. The normal range for healthy adults is 96 to 100%, and this is especially helpful for individuals with respiratory problems. The oxygen saturation health feature is accurate. However, the default setting is that the Apple Watch will automatically check your oxygen saturation throughout the day. I have noticed that mine varied from 84 to 100% throughout the day. Now, I am a nurse and I know what 84% of oxygen saturation looks like clinically, and there is no way I've had an oxygen saturation of 84%. Again, as I have said, the oxygen saturation is accurate, and the reason why the reading could be false low is that you could be swaying your arms, or the strap may be a bit loose when the Apple Watch Series 7 checks for the oxygen saturation. If I check my patient's oxygen saturation, even in the hospital, a simple factor like cold fingers may give me a false low reading, as these things can be sensitive. So for me personally, I have turned that feature off, and I would just check my oxygen saturation if I want to. And of course, all the workouts that you can track, especially if you have the Fitness Plus, which is definitely perfect for health promotion, and a new mindfulness feature, which is basically meditation. There are different size versions and straps to choose from. 41mm starts at £369, and the 45mm starts at £399, plus £100 to have the GPS Plus cellular feature. The 41mm of stainless steel version starts at £649, and the 45mm starts at £699. The stainless steel versions are much more expensive, but they do have something extra to offer, and that is the added durability. My first Apple Watch lasted me for 4 years, and it was the Series 1 stainless steel. That had some beating, and after 4 years it was still in good condition. I wish I could show you, but I've given it to my little sister, and I forgot to take a video of it the last time I saw her. Apart from the shiny and durable stainless steel, I believe the glass is also made out of sapphire glass, which is the strongest glass and is really resistant to scratches. This is my husband's Series 4 Apple Watch, and he doesn't like to wear any cases or any screen protector, so these scratches are from 3 years of typical usage. So if you're not looking into upgrading every year and you need that added durability and smart look, then this stainless steel version may also be for you. If you're coming from a Series 6 or even Series 5, there isn't a great deal of a difference. So I think if you're thinking of upgrading, you truly have to consider the points that we have mentioned if it's going to be worth it for your personal use. The Apple Watches are truly revolutionary and very useful, from giving you notifications to giving you insights about your health through the features that we have previously talked about, to analyzing your steadiness and determining a fall and activating emergency services, and many more. The Apple Watch Series 7's larger display, slightly better battery life, and fast charging is of course lovely, but if you have the Series 6, you may want to wait for next year when we may get a new health sensor as rumored. If this is your first Apple Watch or is coming from an older Apple Watch, then you are in for a treat. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Paalam!